Alright, I may have finally lost my mind, because today, I'm taking a $50 dirt bike. Yes, the kind your cousin's brother crashes in the backyard, and I'm stuffing a 2004 GSXR1000 engine into it. That's a liter bike engine and a Temu budget frame. 160 horsepower, designed for a superbike, and I'm putting it into a chassis that was barely designed to survive a teenager doing wheelies. Now look, before you say, John, that is a terrible idea, trust me, I already said the same thing to myself, but then I quickly had to ignore my own common sense on doing anything reasonable with it so that we could combine stupidity and horsepower. So, you're welcome. But here's the thing, once I had this engine in my hands, my brain just kinda went, yeah, it'll fit. So today we're gonna attempt the mechanical equivalent of stuffing a line into a cat carrier, and then I'm gonna rip it at full speed, because apparently I don't value my spine. In this video, I'm taking you along for every questionable decision, buying the engine, chopping the frame, welding it all back together, and eventually, if everything doesn't explode, I'm taking this thing full send. I'm not doing this because it's smart, I'm doing it because it shouldn't be possible. And that's exactly why I have to try, you see. Every great project starts with a vision. Mine started with a $50 dirt bike and the need to do something incredibly and unnecessarily powerful with it. So if this sounds like something interesting to you, go grab your favorite snack, sit back, and enjoy the process. Alright, Stupid Fast Nation, check it out. I'm out here with my bro, Garage MC Matt. And even though he's kind of given up on YouTube content the last 100 days, I think he said.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. I'm out here wheeling and dealing with him anyways. So I figured I'd show you guys what we're doing. So I brought him two bikes, RM85 and KX80 or 85. We didn't really look at it to see, but let me show you real quick. So I brought him two bikes. I brought him these two gems here. Almost everything to make them complete. Missing a couple parts from both of them. And then we traded for a 2004 GSXR1000R street bike motor. Needs a harness and ECU to make it run. But I'm excited because that is like, I don't even know, 180 horse. The 04 probably made like 160, 180.
I want to say north of 180.
Yeah, north of 180. But
2, I think, comes to my mind. Somewhere up there?
Something like that. They were pretty high though. They were pretty high. So before we jump back into the build, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, AliExpress. If you've never been on their site, it's basically one of the biggest online marketplaces in the world. They've got everything from tools and fabrication gear to motorcycle parts, electronics, custom accessories, pretty much anything you can imagine for your projects. Today, I decided to pick up one of their liquid transfer pumps and save myself from the normal winterization headaches I'm normally battling with each year in my shop. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, but this thing has already saved me a ton of time and money. Whether you're draining fuel out of a tank, moving coolant, or transferring liquids without making a mess, this pump does it for you with just the flip of a switch. No more hand pumping, no more siphoning by mouth like an absolute lunatic, or spending hundreds at Harbor Freight. It's cheap, it's simple, and it works. It runs off 6 AA batteries, the hose is long enough to get into tight spots, and the flow rate is actually pretty solid for something at this price. It's perfect for small garages, home shops, or anyone who's constantly swapping fuel between projects like I am. For 20 bucks, it's the kind of little tool that pays for itself the very first time you use it. I'll leave a link below if you want to check it out. Definitely a game changer for quick jobs. Now instead of dealing with clogged fuel injectors and carburetors in the spring, I'll be doing wheelies and loving life. What I really like is that you can find the same components you see in brand name stores and online, but at a fraction of the price. And the reviews, buyer photos, and seller ratings make it super easy to know exactly what you're getting. So if you're someone who loves building, modifying, or even just grabbing budget-friendly gear, check out the link below. It helps out the channel and might help you save some money on your next project. And who knows? Maybe you'll end up filling a cart like I always do. AliExpress. Big ideas, and small prices. Matt has so kindly offered to give me this jet ski, and you guys know I love my two-strokes, and when he said fuel injected GP, what is it, 13? 12?
1300R.
1300. Pop the seat, pop the seat.
170 horsepower.
Bro, he's like, take this home with you, and I'm like, what? Look at that, bro. This thing's gonna fire right up.
I always throw you a freebie every time you come out.
You do, bro. He loves me. He loves me. And it wasn't even part of a video or anything. I was just like, I'm gonna film it just because. But dude, this is sick. My neighbor had one, and he would not let me get this thing.
Bro, fuel injected, 170 horsepower in 06, 04, 05. Why couldn't we have from Yamaha a fuel injected Banshee?
A fuel injected Banshee,
on,
right?
Bro.
Like seriously.
Yamaha, what's up, man? I know the EPA shit, but fuel injected would help you get past that.
It really would. Fuel injected would definitely help. It would definitely help.
I'd buy one right now.
But dude, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro.
Matt's always out here hooking it up. He does a lot of things for the community. Definitely check out his YouTube channel.
I will be back.
Now for the fun part of trying to load this thing on my
Don't
little
trip over
trailer.
the GSXR quad behind you.
Oh yeah,
That's something you can make fun of.
the homemade. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make fun of this. Yeah, I just can't see cutting up a Banshee for something like this, bro.
Special edition.
Dude, I just don't get it.
And they built it in 2012, so that's before they went up in value, but still.
Like,
What a waste.
yeah, but they didn't build this in 04, right?
2012 it was built.
Banshees were still valuable in 2012.
I mean, they were always.
Yeah, they were
still,
always
like,
pretty valuable.
I mean, it works good for me. It's got what I need.
And these like homemade spindle looking things
Well,
with
I had
the
a through bolt, and I go to knock this off looking, they plug welded the piss out of it.
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, I bent this trying to hammer it off, like with a ball peen hammer. Just whacking it.
Oh, I see it. I see it right there.
Yeah, so.
And this whatever homemade swing armedness.
Yeah. Some homemade goodness right there, you know? Homemade goodness right there.
You can keep this on.
You don't want the 600 engine?
I would definitely take the motor 100%.
Yeah, that I have everything for. Everything.
The ECU and the harness, I don't have to. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I actually have 2 of these right now, but I think they're both parts. I don't think they're gonna run, but if this one.
07.
Oh, and it's 07.
Oh, yeah, I ran the part number on the CDI, and that's what it came back to.
Ah, I got you.
And, you know, I like pictures, so I matched up some pictures.
Yeah, I mean, when you take it apart, let me know, bro. We'll make a deal.
I'll cut this thing in half right now.
He said I'll cut it in half right now.
I need space, bro. Pump.
Oh my god, dude. Look
like
at this
that?
thing. Yeah, how'd you like that hitting you in the crotch, man? Jeez.
Yeah, you still filming?
Yeah.
So check this out, bro. You know, if you guys are ever doing a seat cover and you run out of staples, if you didn't notice, and this is a trick of the pros here, sheetrock screws is like the way to go,
bro.
but you got to make sure they're long enough to poke you in the balls.
Do they actually?
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
I don't want to find out either, but
Yeah.
nah, it looks like they trimmed them down.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just in case you ever run out of stainless steel staples, or if you like the rusty ones.
Well, you know, because suffering and pain is the only way to grow in this world. So, you know, just poke yourself in the nuts
Whoever
with
doesn't
a...
own this gym anymore is suffering and pain, probably.
Yeah, they're definitely missing this thing.
I would be, you know. I bolted these little headlights on here just because I had to. It had to look like a Banshee sitting here. Then again,
Bro.
I'm like, I probably don't want anybody to know, you know.
I think it looked dope with the headlights.
Yeah.
It was worth it just for the headlights.
Well, those are mine, but they'll come with the engine if you want, huh? You know. They got the red halo, bro. And you know how you like to get down here.
Bro, cut it out.
Yeah.
Banshee. 97, right?
97.
How fast does it go?
It's stock. It's a stocker. Okay, John, don't let it warm up. gotta get my filming skills back up.
Bro, this thing eats.
Yeah, she runs decent, bro.
Bro, if it was mine, I'd be holding wheelies on it, but that tire pressure on the left needs a little bit in her. But bro, this thing's fucking sick.
That stock grab bar ain't got one scratch on it, bro. Yeah, bro.
Rippers and Ripettes, welcome back, Stupid Fast Nation. Hope y'all are having a killer week and weekend. Boy, we've got ourselves a project here today. We're skipping the mini terrors and we're going right to some big horsepower. So, as you guys may have saw earlier in this video, that is a 2004 Suzuki GSXR1000 engine, and we are putting that into this old school, I think it's a KDX 220 or KDX 200. I don't think it's a KX. I could be wrong. Comment below what you think this is. I'll show some really nice close-up pan shots of this thing. But I picked this chassis up earlier this year for 50 bucks as a bare roller like this. And I've got another one upstairs of the same generation that has the top triple clamp, the bars, and I have a wall of bars behind the camera, stuff like that. We've got everything we've got everything we need here to make this a seriously dangerous machine. So I'm gonna start getting right after it. I got the package from Vasily Builds because we're doing a team collab on this one, dirt bike versus dirt bike. Last time I sent him home when we were here doing the mini quad terror stuff, I sent him home with a 2009 RMZ 450F roller that I had out in my shed for like the last 2 years, and I was like, dude, take it, my shed's falling over. So I gave that to him. And then I went and picked him up a GSXR 750 engine, and I'll show you guys a clip here. All right, guys, so check it out. I'm here with Brandon, and he happens to be a follower of the content. And he was talking about Vasily's tractor, and he offered to donate majority of this. I'm going to pay for some of it, but he offered to donate this for Vasily's dirt bike build. He's doing the GSXR 750 and the RMZ. I don't know if you saw, but I donated the RMZ 2009 aluminum. I didn't want to do aluminum because I wanted to do the 1000, and I was like, I think it's too much torque for an aluminum
frame.
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
So Brandon here's a great guy. I just want to say thank you, appreciate you, and we're gonna get this thing loaded up. And this one's going to Vasily. I have a 1000. Funny story. He literally picked that up yesterday to get. I just need the computer, the harness. He's keeping the motor. I think he wants to put the motor in that the fake Indy car.
Okay.
The like training car that they're all like bagging on him for on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, let's get it loaded up and let's get after it. And then I'm gonna be taking that down to him. He's doing like all of the mock-up work and stuff like that right now as we speak. And then next week I'm heading down there with the motor so that we could finish his up, do any finishing touches we need to on this one. And then he also, I found a good deal in Atlanta, Georgia for a GSXR 1000 because I didn't have the harness, the ECU, and I think that's pretty much everything, or the ignition, you know, everything I need to make this run I didn't have. So what he did for me was he went and picked up an entire bike, and then he took that motor, sent me the wiring harness and everything, and we're trading the GSXR 750 motor. I'm gonna give him that, and then he's getting all, or I get all of this stuff. So with that being said, I'm ready to get to work. I've got some steel here. I've got tons of work ahead of me. Let's just shut up, let's get after it. We're gonna cut this frame out. We're gonna get this motor in there, get everything lined up, and I'll lead you guys as we go. Let's get after it. All right, you guys already know the deal. We got to make some space for this big, giant 160 horsepower engine to fit in. So let's get after it. Coercion accepted. Gotta get this a little bit closer. Like Vasily said in his video, we have to get these two center points as close together as we can so there's no chain issues around the swing arm. Alright, and next up, we gotta go ahead and get this Pro Circuit silencer off, get the airbox and subframe off, which I wound up having to remove this and drill out a couple of rivets, and that's all so we can create a custom fuel cell for this thing, which I'll be getting to just here in a moment. Freebie. Pro Circuit, baby.
Scars. I'll brush you up just like the dust upon my shoulder. Oh, yeah. I have a hug of who you are.
Alright guys, so we got the motor kind of in a rough position of where we want this thing to land. We've got the chain kind of where I want it. I think it's in a good position. It looks like it'll line up with the lower roller really well. And so I know once I sit on this and I put the engine weight to the frame and everything, it's gonna drop down. And this suspension's really old, so it's probably gonna sag quite a bit. Moving on. So I've kind of got this where I want it. I got the airbox out. So I'm thinking we're gonna build a gas tank in here, probably out of sheet metal. I'll make a spot for the fuel pump down here, and then we'll still be able to run this OEM tire guard back here. That way the tank's not getting beat up by rocks and gravel and all that stuff. We've got the engine in the good rough position. I've got dirt bike radiators. We're going to run those for now and see if this thing will stay cool. You know, I don't plan on doing any, 3-hour long trips with this thing. And even if I was, a lot of the time the fan never runs with street bikes when they're moving and air's circulating. They usually only in traffic the fans kick on. So we'll get through that stuff when we get there. But what I'm thinking is the next step is we're going to make an engine mount. And we're going to start up here, and we're going to come down like this. We're going to go down to the second mount, and then we're going to come back probably to the insides of the frame, and then make a bracket that comes down here and grabs this one. And then underneath the engine, there's another bracket that will drive from the bottom of the frame down, boom. And then that way, if we ever have to work on this, like all the previous street bike swaps I've done, we'll be able to drop the engine right out of this. Definitely something I'm keeping in mind for future. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with making the engine mounts, getting this thing saddled in its new home. So, real quick, before I get crazy with this, there's a million different axes of movement here that you have to be aware of when you're lining up sprockets. It's not just A and B axis. There's every direction this engine can turn to change the sprocket alignment. It can be left or right. It can be up and down. Well, actually, if it's up and down, it doesn't really matter because then it's just rotation of the sprocket. But you have diagonals, right? And you have everything in between all of that in a circumference, basically, that this engine can move around and can change the amount of play that the chain gives you a little bit of play in the links, right, for the sprockets to kind of accommodate that. So if you're a little bit off, it's not going to do anything crazy. But if you're too far off, more than like a 16th, then this thing's gonna start clacking the chain around, skipping the chain, doing all kinds of retarded stuff, especially when you're under serious power. So that is one of the most critical things when building something like this, is making sure your chain is aligned properly. Making sure the sprockets are as close to straight as you can get them. So, anyways, let's weld this thing up. All right, next up, we got to get the gas tank constructed on this thing. We got to get the fuel pump put in place. We got to be able to fill this thing up with gas if we need to. So yeah, when I do gas tanks, it's a pretty simple process. I just take some poster board and I kind of create a piece that I can then transfer to steel so I know the exact shape to cut out and weld, because I don't like to waste steel. This is what I came up with. I can't fit this back in like this, but if I take the subframe off and hinge it down, it will fit into position. And then once I get this done, I'm gonna then make the front and the top piece. And I have a $20 gas tank I got off of Facebook Marketplace that it's an old Honda gas tank, the bottom of it rotted out. I just want the gas cap off it. That's the cheapest weld-on gas cap that I could find on the internet. Amazon's were like $40, $50. That one, 20 bucks on Marketplace. Cut the top off, weld it to this, boom. That's it, let's get her done.
On fire and ready to go out there, gonna tear it down. There is no one here who can stop me, never hit the ground.
Good morning, Fast Family. Whew, it was a long night of driving. 11 hours to get down here to Tennessee. As you can see, we got the GSXR1000 here. Vasily went to get a quick coffee, and so I'm gonna get this thing unloaded. We have to finish up a few little knick-knack things on this. We gotta get Vasily's motor swapped out onto his dirt bike before we can do some pulls to get after it. Pro status. GSXR1000R powered KX1000R dirt bike. First fire up. Will it start? Thank God, man. All right, guys, so check it out. Real quick side note here. Vasily is starting his own little side hustle, and I want to support my broski. So if you guys are interested in block-off plates for Suzuki GSXR motors, I'm not sure what range of block-off plates he's offering for what engines, but I do know he's offering the top block-off plate for the baffle on the back top of the engine, which would give you more room for swaps. And then I believe this is thermostat block off. I think this is the thermostat block off. Anyways, he's making a bunch of cool little products like this, and I support American-made products here in the United States by us. So if you guys are interested, check the link in the description below. Let's get back to work. Dude, it's definitely looking fresh out of a fire, that's for sure.
Let's change the color to brown.
I mean, now it just kind of looks kind of like baby puke green instead of, I don't even.
I got something for you.
Oh yeah? Wait. I liked the withered under a tree for 10 years look. Actually, that doesn't look too bad, you're right. All right, Rippers and Ripettes. Day number 3. We finally got my bike running pretty good. We had a slew of issues to work through. You guys knew about some of those issues. There seems to be like a cloud of blackish grayish smoke at very high RPM, but at low RPM it's fine. I think this will clear up when the ECU kind of like relearns everything again. Vasily's gem over here, let's check that out real fast. And he's off getting the front wheel done on this right now. The tube was flat. I'm gonna work on some of the wiring here and try and save the day. So I hear Vasily coming up the road right now, and I just want to see his reaction when I tell him I fixed his GSXR 750 motor setup. Because we worked on that last night for several hours. So I'm dying to see his reaction when he rolls up. I'm gonna low-key hide this like here. What's up, bro?
What's up?
It's fixed.
What?
Yeah, legit, bro. I had to get your reaction on that because I know we worked so hard on it last night.
Bro, let's go.
Let's go, bro. Come on, get over here and give me a fist bump. Let's fucking get this shit.
Dang, bro. What's life without a guy like you, bro?
I appreciate that. I love mad love, bro. Dude, that's all I ever want is love, bro.
Lifesaver.
Yeah, she's ready to go, man. She was gonna fire up at me, and I wouldn't do it without you, man. I wanted to.
Issue?
So all I did was, do you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I put the new battery on and put the high boost ignition back on, and then I clicked it twice. Like the first time it didn't do it, and then the second time the fuel pump came right on, and then I had spark.
What?
Yup. Word. Yeah, man, for real. So if I just, like I have it, I just left it here. I didn't touch anything. I was like, I'm not gonna.
What?
Yeah, man. There's the pump, and then I have the spark plug right here, and.
Dude,
Like she already wants to fire up, bro. All right, guys, we out here at Vasily's place. We're gonna do our first test rip on this thing. Kind of nervous, but also excited. Pray to the gearhead gods. I love the way it sounds, dude. No, it's not done.
Yeah. 1 month old in the house.
All right, I'll tell him.
That's gotta quit.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you do it on the other roads, but this has gotta quit.
Just hold your hand up. Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Look at that tire mark, dude. Oh my God, bro. It just doesn't want to downshift. Outside of that, this thing is an absolute animal. We got to do some brake work on it if we're going to actually thrash on this thing. In third gear it bit. Oh my God, bro. I'm glad we got that on camera though. Bro, that thing came up and I let right off. I was like, no thank you. No thank you. All right, there's neutral. My zippy ties because the tire hit it. And Yeah, baby. You gonna be like, what happened, bro? Oh god, that was so much fun. Your fucking burnouts, like, god damn.
Yeah, you left a tire mark the size of a football field.
I wouldn't let off, bro. I did not care.
Mine, the flybys I did, I wasn't even full throttle. Like, I was kind of scared to go full throttle. Yeah, 3/4-ish.
Oh,
It sounds insane though.
Well, unfortunately, we can't change the circumstances of what just happened, but really proud that that thing did a 3rd gear wheelie while doing a burnout. How epic was that? I'm sorry that me and Vasily won't get to line up the GSXR1000 and the 1000 in this video for y'all, but it gives us a reason to continue doing content for you guys.
All right, she's all yours. She's all yours.
Appreciate it, bro.
The only thing is it's reverse shift too, so down up shift.
Yep.
It's legit.
Sweet.
It handles pretty good.
Thanks for lending me your chariot, sir.
Yep. Thanks for lending me your frame. They must not be happy.
Your brakes are better than mine. Your neighbor gave me the thumbs up, bro. He was like, yeah.
What?
Yeah, the guy in the
Dang, you cooked the brakes.
Did I?
Holy moly.
Oh my god, bro. Look at him smoking.
Holy moly. Yo.
Oh my god, bro. Look at the rotor. That's done. Dude.
Dang. Yeah, I smell it.
Dude. Bro, look at how wavy it is.
This thing really needs big brakes.
It needs a street bike front wheel with dual discs up front, dude.
Dang.
I'm kind of wondering what my brakes look like, too.
Dang, that looks
Jesus,
cooked.
look